Hey guys, so I am back with my Office Depot school supply haul. This week they did not have any 25-cent items. They just had a few dollar items and a lot of penny items. And like I said in my last video, you have to have a $5 minimum purchase before you can get the penny items. It doesn't mean that you have to have a $5 purchase before you can get any of the sale items. So you can still get the dollar and 25-cent items without a $5 purchase, but to get the penny items, you have to have a $5 purchase. Now I will explain in the end of the video how this trip was very nerve-wracking and it gave me a headache. But I'm going to start with the dollar items. So these Papermate pencils are $1, the 12 count. They are the Sharp Writer, and there's a limit of 3, so I got 3 of those. These pencil pouches are a penny. I got 3 of those. The Office Depot one subject spirals, either wide ruled or the college rule, they are a penny. The Papermate erasers are a penny, and the glue sticks are a penny. So the total before sale items, like before it was on sale, was $64.65, and I paid a total of $3.12. And I will explain why my total is so low in just a minute. So I did get most of the sale items, but there are a few items I did not get. So I did not get the locks for $1. They do have backpacks for $10. However, my kids can only have the see-through or mesh backpacks, and they don't sell those, so I wasn't able to get those. I did not get the pencil sharpeners just because I have some from last year. And then I didn't get the pens because I'll tell you why in just a minute. And then these are the pencils that I got here. You can get these boxes with the yellow, but if you look in the fine print, it says regular $6.29 to $8.99. And by the time I got to the pencils, there was only 2 of these boxes left. And then I looked at the hanging ones, and this is a 12 count Sharp Writer, and they were $8.99. And so I asked one of the employees, and they checked on it, and they did say these were $1 as well. And then they have a composition book for $1, a 10-pack of the folders, which this upsets me because I didn't even know about this deal until I got home. So those are the dollar deals. Now, this is what happened to me. My Office Depot is very unorganized. Last week was the first week that they had this sale. Very unorganized. We got there, I think they opened at 10. I think we got there about 10:45. And they had nothing marked, and they didn't have any of the center little things where all the school supplies is supposed to be. They didn't have any of that. We had to actually go into like the pencil section and stuff and try to find these items. So I was hoping this week would be different, and it wasn't. They told us last week that all the sale things would be in the middle of the aisles in their little boxes. And so that's where I went first. I was able to find like the notebooks and the erasers and glue sticks and things like that. Well, I thought I found the pens because the price was the same, and I didn't really look that it said 5-pack, but it was in that section. It wasn't marked, so I thought, that was the one. And I mean, they were running out of erasers. They had the erasers in the regular aisles, and I had gotten the erasers, but there were several people behind me who had to ask if they still had any. And when I got to the pencils, they only had 2 boxes, and so I was asking if they had another box so I can get to my $5, because I was going to buy 3 of the pencils and 2 of the pens. So I had everything, and I go to check out, and my total's like $14. And I was like, nope, something didn't ring up right, and it was the pens because I didn't have the right pens. And they checked for me, and they were completely out. So I told the cashier, I was like, well, just void it out and let me go see what I can find to bring me up to the $5. And she said, well, just hold on. And she took off the expensive pens and pushed total, and it went all the way down to $3. And she said, well, it gave you your penny items anyway. And then she told me that the system doesn't make you have to have a $5 minimal purchase to get your penny items. It's up to the cashier whether they make you do it or not. So I'm not telling you to go out there and not get a $5 purchase, because you may not be able to get your penny items. And she told me since they were completely out of these, she wasn't going to make me try to go find something else. But it upsets me because when I got home, I noticed about the packs of folders, and I could have got 2 of those because my daughter does need 2 yellow and 2 red, and they're 10 cents a piece there. So I don't know. I'm hoping next week that they have their stuff together. I mean, I was there before they opened. I was waiting in the parking lot for Office Depot to open, and there was like 3 or 4 other people there with me waiting for them to open, and they were completely out of stuff. Like, I don't understand this. Last year I did these deals. I was at a completely different Office Depot because I lived in a different city, and it was completely smooth. They had enough items. They had them all in one area, and I could go in when they opened. I could go in the afternoon after they had been open for hours and still get what I needed. So I'm hoping next week that it's a lot better, and I've already told my husband he's coming with me next week so we can try to tag team this and get everything we need. So those are the deals. I hope that you were able to find them, and I hope that your Office Depot is a lot more organized than mine. So I will see you next week with some more deals.